Well, that was live from Matari-Wagah border. Turning now to international updates, a high-stakes meeting is set for Friday between US President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. President Trump departed for Alaska, where the summit will take place amid heightened anticipation over the outcome. Speaking before his departure, Trump stressed he would not be intimidated by the Russian leader and reiterated that Ukraine would be central to any discussions about the conflict. Meanwhile, President Putin is also expected to arrive in Alaska on Friday, marking his first visit to a Western nation since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, a war that has claimed tens of thousands of lives. As Russian forces continue to make gains on the battlefield, the Kremlin confirmed that the two leaders plan to meet one-on-one. This has raised concerns among European leaders who fear Putin could pressure Trump into accepting terms unfavorable to Ukraine. However, Trump assured allies he would not agree to any settlement without Ukraine's involvement. He added that he hopes to hold a follow-up three-way summit with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, potentially immediately after meeting with Putin also in Alaska. All right, Didi, Jessica Taneja joins us live on this, who's also closely tracking this story. Hi, Jessica. What latest are you getting for us as Trump departs for Alaska? Many are fearing that Putin could pressure Trump.
Well, it will be based on the ability of both Russian President Vladimir Putin and the American President Donald Trump to be able to read each other. This conversation, according to White House officials, is not planned, and there are no fixed answers to both the question and answers that are going to take place, or the discussions that are going to take place. Remember, this is a very significant moment, one that involves the travel of Russian President Vladimir Putin to the soil of the United States after 2007. And look at the venue, and if you see the joint base, which is Elmendorf-Richardson Air Base in Alaska, is usually used by US warplanes to counter Russian incursions into American airspace. Now see the significance of that. This is where the two leaders are meeting. So, of course, after a lot of telephonic conversations, there could be a lot of speculation. There could be a lot of expectations, both from the European allies, and a massive implication on the transatlantic relationship to what we saw in 1972. It's a complete reverse of Kissinger-Nixon diplomacy. So in a certain way, there is a lot of reading into this meeting between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. But it will be too early to say as to who gains what out of it, because looking at the complexity of the deal that the American side wants to get and what the Russian side anticipates, it's a lot to sort of decipher from. And this meeting most likely is going to lead to a potential deal in the future, but not going to ensure a ceasefire, as many analysts say at this point.
All right, this is developing. We'll keep taking updates from you, Jessica, but as of now, thank you so much.